What's going on, YouTube fam? I'm finally back with another YouTube video. Today we'll be going over the 2023 Air Jordan release dates, and I'll be giving you guys a complete rundown of every single release from now till the end of the year. With that being said, this is a very descriptive video. Make sure you pay close attention. Lots and lots of heat coming this year. And before I begin this video, I will let you guys know that every single release date on this video is subject to change. With shipping delays and just Jordan Brand being unpredictable, any release date in this video could possibly change in the near future. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Let's definitely try and hit a goal of 5,000 likes. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. First, of course, we will begin with February 2023. First up, we have the Air Jordan 2 Women's Craft. This is the desert colorway. The official colorway is Sail, Desert, Sunset Haze, Muslin, and Light Steel Gray. These are releasing on February 23rd for a retail price of $175. And a lot of people have been asking me, why are the Jordan 2s $175 instead of $200 like the Chicagos? I believe they only did that because those are an OG colorway, and they wanted to bring that introduction to the Jordan 2s back with a bang. So they wanted to definitely see how they would do at $200 retail. But I'm definitely glad to see that the retail price for Jordan 2s moving forward is only $175. But yeah, definitely a interesting colorway for the Jordan 2s. As you will see throughout this video, there are a ton of Jordan 2s on the way for 2023. Alright, next up we have the Women's Air Jordan 12 SP Ama Manere in black. So these are expected to release on February 24th. They will be coming in women's preschool and toddler sizing. They will be available in women's extended sizing up to a 15.5 women's, which is a 14 in men's. Women's sizing will retail at $225. Preschool sizes will retail at $85, and toddler sizing will retail at $65. The colorway for these is black, black, and burgundy crush. And again, look for these to drop on February 24th at Ama Manere. Next up, we have a very special Air Jordan 1 Low OG. This is the Dornbecker colorway. These were designed by 15-year-old Dornbecker Hospital patient Riddhi Mahajan, whom was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. Across the toe box, Riddhi included the phrase "brand new day" because she believes that each day is also a new opportunity to live, laugh, and grow. For an added burst of optimism, Riddhi designed the laces to mimic a sunrise. The Dornbecker Freestyle program, a partnership between Nike and Dornbecker Children's Hospital, allows a group of special patients who have triumphed over serious illnesses to design their very own Nike gear. Every year, select Dornbecker patients get to design their very own Nike shoe, so it's definitely always nice to see this collection come out. The colorway for these is Gorge Green, Court Purple, White, Barely Volt, and Sail. These are currently expected to drop on February 25th at select retailers, and currently the retail price is only set at $100. Next up is a shoe that we've already known about. This is the Cool Gray Air Jordan 6. The colorway for these is white, medium gray, and cool gray. These are currently set to drop on February 25th for a retail price of $200, and they will be available in full family sizing. Moving right along to March 2023. First up, we have the second colorway of the Ama Manere Air Jordan 12 SP Women's. This is the white, black, and burgundy crush colorway. These are currently set to drop on March 2nd for a retail price of $225 for women's. These are also expected to be in extended sizing. This colorway will be more limited than the black. Let me know in the comment section whether you prefer this colorway or the black colorway. In my opinion, I've seen both in hand and I like the white colorway more. Another one for March, we have the Women's Air Jordan 14 Low Metallic Silver. The official colorway for these is Metallic Silver, Fire Red, Wolf Gray, and Black. Now originally they were supposed to look a little bit different than this. These were going to be called the Motorsports 14 Lows, but things definitely do change all the time. These are currently set to drop on March 3rd for a retail price of $180. Again, these are a women's exclusive Air Jordan 14 Low, and they will be available on ZSneakerHeadz. Next is a shoe a lot of people have been waiting on. This is the UNC Air Jordan 5 SE. The colorway for these is University Blue, Black, and White. These are currently set to drop on March 4th for a retail price of $225. Each year we've definitely been seeing different variations of UNC PEs turn into a release, because we've already got variations of the Air Jordan 4 UNC, the Air Jordan 6, and the Air Jordan 3. Now in 2023 they are dropping the UNC Air Jordan 5s. As you can see, there is a collegiate patch on the heel, just to let you know that these were inspired by the PEs. Definitely a nice shoe in person. Make sure you don't sleep on these. Another women's exclusive, we have the Air Jordan 2 Low UNC to Chicago. Pretty straightforward colorway. The colorway for these is white, fire red, dark powder blue, and sail. These are currently set to drop on March 8th for a retail price of $150. And again, like I said earlier, these are one of many of the Air Jordan 2s coming out this year. I believe there are over 25 colorways coming of the highs and lows combined. But this definitely isn't the first time they've used the UNC to Chicago theme. And I definitely like how they executed this colorway. Let me know in the comment section if you guys would grab these or not. Next up is a sneaker of the year contender. This is the Air Jordan 3 OG White Cement Reimagined. Yes, the White Cement 3s are finally coming back with Nike Air and an aged look. The colorway for these is Summit White, Black, Cement Gray, and Fire Red. These are currently set to drop on March 11th for a retail price of $210. Yes, they will be coming in full family sizing as well. Now this is another shoe I've already seen in hand, and man, this is a definite cop. From the detailing on the box to the actual sneakers, Jordan Brand definitely went crazy on these. If there's a sneaker not to sleep on this year, this is the shoe. Now, I've always been a fan of the white cement, so this is a no-brainer double up cop for me. And again, look for these to drop on March 11th in full family sizing. Next up, we have the Air Jordan 1 High OG Skyline. The colorway for these is Vivid Orange, Black, Ice Lilac, True Blue, and Sail. These are currently set to drop on March 18th for a retail price of $180. This colorway is obviously inspired by Michael Jordan's famous Chicago skyline photo. As you can see, the graphic on the box represents that perfectly. The upper consists of an ombre denim with the transition of colors throughout the left and right shoe. This is definitely a special Air Jordan 1. And again, you can look out for these to drop on March 18th for a retail price of $180 in men's sizing. Next up, we have the Air Jordan 4 SP Nike SB collab. The colorway for these is Sail, Pine Green, Neutral Gray, and White. So pictured here on the screen is my initial mock-up for the SB Air Jordan 4s. But Brendan Dunn from Complex has went ahead and officially gave us a description of how they should look. So currently at the time of shooting this video, we can expect these to come with gum bottoms and basically very close to what's pictured here on the screen. I was told that 2 different colorways are coming. These are currently set to drop on March 20th for a retail price of $225. Stay tuned to my social medias when actual pictures of these leak. With these being a Nike SB collab, we can expect different specs to make it more of a skating shoe. Maybe they'll go ahead and remove the wings on the sides of the shoes. And I'm not too sure about the branding on the heel. Maybe they'll go with Nike SB or Nike Air. But again, stay tuned for these. These are expected to drop on March 20th for a retail price of $225. Next up, we have another Air Jordan 2 Low. This is the Air Jordan 2 Low Craft in Melon Tint. The colorway for these is Sail, Melon Tint, Light Curry, Cobblestone, and Muslin. These have a current release date for March 24th with a retail price of $150. These consist of a sail leather upper with hits of cobblestone suede, melon tint throughout the sock liner and outsole, and light curry on the heel and piping. Definitely a nice shoe for the springtime. Lots of vivid colors on this Air Jordan 2 Low, and again, you can expect these to drop on March 24th for a retail price of $150 for men's. Next, we'll be discussing summer 2023 Air Jordan releases, which in Jordan Brand's terminology, that is April through June 2023. First up, we have the Air Jordan 11 Low. The colorway for these is white, university blue, and cement gray. These are currently expected to drop on April 1st for a retail price of $190. As you can see, these come dressed in a white mesh upper with cement gray on the patent leather and hits of university blue on the tongue and heel. Each year, Jordan Brand decides to drop 3 colorways of the Air Jordan 11 lows. Usually it's 1 men's sizing, 1 women's exclusive, and 1 IE. This year they're dropping 3, of course. So again, you can expect these to drop on April 1st for a retail price of $190, and they will be available in full family sizing. Next is the women's Air Jordan 3 Lucky Green. The colorway for these is white, lucky green, varsity red, cement gray, anthracite, and sail. These are currently set to drop on April 6th for a retail price of $200. These come dressed in a white leather upper with hits of sail on the midsole with lucky green accents, cement gray on the elephant print outsole and heel, and of course you have varsity red hits on the tongue. Also, as you can see here on the outsole, there are hits of varsity red and lucky green. Definitely another nice clean Air Jordan 3 colorway. Again, you can expect these to drop on April 6th for a retail price of $200. Yet another Air Jordan 2. This is the Easter Air Jordan 2 Low Craft. The colorway for these is Atmosphere, Pale Vanilla, White, and Photon Dust. These are currently set to drop on April 8th for a retail price of $150. These are dropping in men's sizing. There's definitely a lot going on with this colorway, and of course they're dropping around Easter, so again, expect these to drop on April 8th. Next we have another highly anticipated Air Jordan 1 colorway. This is the black, lucky green, and white. Now originally these did drop as the DMP Air Jordan 1s back a few years ago, but the shade of green was a lot different. And also this time around they're coming with the Nike Air branding. These are currently set to drop on April 15th for a retail price of $180 for men's, and they are also dropping in full family sizing. Definitely a nice shoe. These will be coming in a special box and packaging, and I also heard that the quality is pretty good on these. So expect these to drop on April 15th for a retail price of $180. Up next we have the Air Jordan 13 in black flint. The colorway for these is black, university red, flint gray, and white. So basically these past few years we've seen a couple of different variations of the Flint 13s. Jordan Brand has basically been changing the color of the blue, and now this time we are getting a black upper. We've already got the red Flints, and now we're getting the black Flints. Definitely a clean, neutral shoe to wear. These are currently set to drop on April 22nd for a retail price of $200, and they also will be coming in full family sizing. Picture here on the screen is the original Flint colorway. And then this is the other rendition of the Flints, the red Flints. So again, you can look out for these to drop on April 22nd for a retail price of $200. Next up we have another women's Air Jordan 1. This is the women's Air Jordan 1 washed pink. The colorway for these is Atmosphere, White, Muslin, and Sail. These are currently set to drop on April 22nd for a retail price of $180. These are also expected to come in preschool and toddler sizing. As you can see here on the upper, it has an atmosphere colored suede, white leather on the upper with sail and muslin accents throughout the entire shoe. Jordan Brand has definitely been playing around with this whole washed material theme, but these for sure came out looking clean. So again, you can expect these to drop on April 22nd for a retail price of $180. Next up is another highly anticipated shoe. This is the women's Air Jordan 1 Low OG SP Travis Scott in the olive colorway. Picture here on the screen is official images of the preschool size. So yes, these will be coming in women's preschool and toddler sizing, with women's retailing at $150. Now originally these were expected to drop on March 25th. Now they're expected to drop on April 26th. The colorway for these is sail, black, medium olive, and university red. This time Travis Scott dresses these in sail and black on the upper with olive hits on the swoosh. And of course, just like any of his other collabs, these are coming in a special box and packaging. They will have special graphics on the insoles and include extra laces. And as per my guy Mr. Unloved Ones, this will be his last Air Jordan collab. But for 2023, Travis Scott still has some stuff cooking for us. Stay tuned for more information on his upcoming collabs. So again, these are expected to drop on April 26th for a retail price of $150. More for April, we have the Air Jordan 3 Wizards PE. The colorway for these is white, metallic copper, true blue, and cement gray. These are currently set to drop on April 29th for a retail price of $210. So yes, as you can see, these are basically the true blue Air Jordan 3s, but instead of red, there's that copper color. And this time around, they will not be coming with Nike Air, they will just have the Jumpman on the heel as pictured here. Fun fact, these are actually based off of the Wizards PE Michael Jordan wore back in the day. Michael Jordan wore a modified version of the Air Jordan 3 True Blue during his season of 01 and 02. Instead of the red accents, it had copper. This is also another shoe I've seen in person, and I'd say that the quality is there. The colorway is definitely solid, and if you missed out on the True Blues back in 2016, this is a no-brainer cop. They will be coming in a special box and packaging. So again, look out for these to drop on April 29th in full family sizing. Moving right along to May 2023 releases. First up, we have two different colorways of the AJKO 1 Low. Both are expected to drop in May. First, we have a black and sail colorway, and then we also have a white and sail colorway. Not much descriptions on these as of right now, but stay tuned for more info. Yes, we have another women's exclusive Air Jordan colorway. This is the Air Jordan 2 Cool Gray. The colorway for these is Cool Gray, Ice Blue, and White. These are currently set to drop on May 4th for a retail price of $175. These consist of a cool gray suede upper with ice blue hits throughout the shoe and a white midsole. Definitely a bunch of Air Jordan 2s coming out this year. And again, you can expect these to drop on May 4th for a retail price of $175 in women's sizing. Next up is the Air Jordan 1 High OG White Cement. These are currently expected to drop now on May 6th for a retail price of $180. Originally these were set to drop in February, but I've been informed that these have been pushed back to May 6th. These are currently expected to drop in full family sizing, and the colorway for these is tech gray, muslin, black, and white. These will be coming in a special box and packaging with elephant print throughout the entire box. Men's sizing will retail at $180. Next is the Air Jordan 2 in white and cement gray. The colorway for these is white, cement gray, sail, and black. These are currently set to drop on May 6th for a retail price of $175. This is also another shoe expected to drop in full family sizing. And this colorway is just that basic white and gray with sail hits throughout the shoe to give it that aged look. So again, this is nothing too crazy on the Air Jordan 2. The colorway is pretty much straightforward. These are inspired by the original neutral gray Air Jordan 1 highs. So again, you can expect these to drop on May 6th for a retail price of $175. More mysteries on the way. We have more colorways of the Jordan Airship. Currently set for May 10th, we have two different colorways. One is in sail and one is in coconut milk. Currently we don't have any visuals for what these will look like, but of course we can expect images closer to when they release. This is also another model Jordan Brand is pushing out a lot this year. We will be definitely seeing some collabs and a lot of familiar colorways on this model. Another women's exclusive Air Jordan colorway. This is the women's Air Jordan 11 Low Yellow Python. The colorway for these is white, tor yellow, and sail. These are currently set to drop on May 11th for a retail price of $190. This shoe consists of a white leather upper with yellow python on the mudguard with tor yellow on the outsoles. This isn't the first time Jordan Brand has made a snakeskin 11 Low. If you look throughout the history, there have been a bunch of snakeskin 11 Low colorways that released. So yes, we can expect these to drop May 11th in women's sizing for a retail price of $190. Next up, we have a familiar colorway returning. This is the Air Jordan 4 Thunder. The colorway for these is black, white, and tor yellow. These will be coming in full family sizing with men's sizing retailing at $210. Yes, these will officially be coming with black stitching on the toe. I'm glad they're going with that because the originals definitely did not have white stitching on the toe. And I'm definitely grateful for these returning because this was my very first Jordan Retro that I ever picked up back in 2012. I definitely wore my pair a lot and they started cracking on the midsole. So of course I'm looking forward to these returning. And again, you can look out for these to drop around May 13th for a retail price of $210 for men's. And they will also be in full family sizing. Next up, we have a pretty controversial Air Jordan 1 colorway. This is the Spider-Man Air Jordan 1 High OG SP Across the Spider-Verse. Now originally when mock-ups were thrown out, I was not sure exactly what to expect for this colorway. But when photos initially leaked, everybody went crazy, and not in a good way. As we're getting closer to the release, a lot of people are starting to come around to this colorway. The official colorway for these is University Red, Black, and White. And they will be coming in full family sizing, with men's sizing retailing at $200. Picture here on the screen is the previous Spider-Man Air Jordan 1 collab. This is another shoe that not many people liked at first, but then became highly sought after. But back to the new collab, these have a multiverse effect going throughout the entire shoe. Jordan Brand and Spider-Man definitely explore a bunch of different materials and designs and graphics throughout the entire upper. So let me know in the comment section whether you like this new collab or the older collab better. You can expect these to drop on May 20th for a retail price of $200 for men's, and they will also be available in full family sizing. Next up, we have the AJKO 1 in the Bleach Aqua colorway. These are expected to drop on May 25th. The colorway for these is Bleach Aqua and White. These are currently set to retail at $150. The colorway is pretty straightforward. There's Bleach Aqua and White canvas throughout the entire shoe. Jordan Brand is definitely trying to push out the AJKO 1 model this year. So again, look out for these to drop around May 25th for a retail price of $150. Next up is the Air Jordan 1 Low OG EX. This is the light Orwood brown colorway. EX stands for exposed foam, and as you can see throughout the upper, it does have exposed foam. They did drop another colorway of these last year with different shades of gray on the upper. So yes, you can expect these to drop around May 25th for a retail price of $130. Next up is the Air Jordan 14 in the Laney colorway. The official colorway for these is Varsity Royal, Black, Varsity Maze, and White. And of course the colorway is drawing inspiration from Michael Jordan's high school. Jordan Brand is basically taking the low tops and turning them into the mids. They've also done that in the past with the Ginger Air Jordan 14s. They took the low top colorway and basically revamped them into mids. Yes, we still have yet to see official images of these, but picture here on this mock-up is basically what to expect them to look like. These are set to drop on May 27th for a retail price of $210. We will be seeing images of these very soon. Next is a interesting colorway. This is the Craft Air Jordan 1 High OG Vibrations of Naija. The official colorway for these is Sail, Pale Vanilla, and Black. These are currently set to drop on May 27th for a retail price of $180. Usually in the Craft series, Jordan Brand explores a bunch of different materials and reimagines the entire model. There's definitely a lot going on with the swoosh and collar on this shoe, and again you can expect these to drop on May 27th for a retail price of $180. Next up is the Tiana Taylor Air Jordan 1 High Zoom Comfort 2.0. These came out of the cut, I'm not even gonna lie. There's definitely a lot going on with this shoe, with both sides of the shoes looking different. Tiana Taylor definitely explores different ways to recreate how the swoosh looks on the Jordan 1s. At this time, you can expect these to drop summer 2023 for a retail price of $150 for women's. And the colorway for these is Gem Red, Black, Summit White, Earth, and Coconut Milk. And shout out to the homie Master Chef Ian for the video. Next up, we have June 2023 Air Jordan releases. First up, we have the women's Air Jordan 5 Low Festival Lights. The official colorway for these is Indigo Haze, Fire Red, Metallic Silver, Alabaster, and Flint Gray. These are currently expected to drop on June 8th for a retail price of $180. These are coming dressed in an Indigo Haze reflective upper, Flint Gray midsole, Metallic Silver tongue, and Alabaster hits throughout the entire shoe. Definitely an interesting summer shoe. Again, expect these to drop on June 8th for a retail price of $180 for women's. Next up, we have the Air Jordan 1 High OG in the Washed Heritage colorway. The official colorway for these is Black, Fire Red, White, Light Smoke Gray, and Sail. These come dressed in that black washed suede on the upper, light smoke gray suede on the collar, white leather on the upper, a Sail midsole, and Fire Red hits on the tongue. Like I said earlier, Jordan Brand is definitely dropping a bunch of Jordans with this washed material. And after seeing this shoe in person, I think pictures don't do them enough justice. They're definitely a lot better in person. But please let me know what you guys think. These are dropping on June 10th in full family sizing for a retail price of $180 for men's. So next up is a shoe we don't have much description on as of right now. Picture here on the screen is just a grayed out image of an Air Jordan 2, but this is the Air Jordan 2 WF, which usually stands for the Wings program. A few years ago, we got the Air Jordan 5 Low WF, which was the Wings program, honoring the graduating class of 2020 and 2021. Stay tuned to my social media for any images or more information on these. Next up, we have another Air Jordan 2 Low. This is the Air Jordan 2 Low Cherry Wood. These were originally going to drop on December 2nd of 2022, but they got pushed back to June 16th. For a retail price of $155. The official colorway for these is white, light steel gray, and cherry wood red. And again, you can look for these to drop on June 16th for a retail price of $155. Next up is the Craft Air Jordan 5 SE Orwood. The official colorway for these is light Orwood brown, safety orange, flat pewter, and sail. These are currently set to drop on June 17th for a retail price of $210. And again, these are part of the Craft series, so you can see that Jordan Brand is experimenting with the different materials throughout the upper and different designs. There are a bunch of different Craft Air Jordans releasing throughout 2023. Please let me know in the comment section how you feel about this Air Jordan 5 in specific. Next up, these were talked about in one of my previous videos. This is the Kids Air Jordan 3 Hide and Sneak. The official colorway for these is white, black, iron, light ash gray, sail, and cement gray. These are coming with that special cartoony looking elephant patch for the kids. And with that being said, these are expected to drop in grade school, preschool, and toddler sizing in June 2023. And here's a close-up of that elephant patch coming with the shoes. Yes, we have another Air Jordan 2 on the way. This is the Air Jordan 2 Low Women's Look Up in the Air. The official colorway for these is Summit White, Varsity Red, Ice Blue, Ice Lilac, Muslin, and Light Steel Gray. These are also inspired by the famous Michael Jordan skyline photo. Look out for these to drop on June 22nd for a retail price of $150. Next up, we have the Air Jordan 1 Low OG in black cement. Obviously, these take inspiration from the black cement Air Jordan 3. You've got hits of elephant print throughout the entire mudguard and eyelets and heel area. Definitely an interesting colorway for the Jordan 1 Lows. The official colorway for these is black muslin, tech gray, white, and sail. These are expected to drop on June 23rd for a retail price of $140. Next up, we have the Air Jordan 6 Toro Bravo. The colorway for these is Varsity Red and Black. These are currently set to drop on June 24th for a retail price of $200 for men's. They will be coming in a special box and packaging. This is another shoe I've already seen in person, and man, the quality is good. The colorway is solid. And to be honest, I like them more than the Toro Bravo or Raging Bull's Air Jordan 5s. These are currently set to drop in full family sizing. And as you can see, these are coming dressed in a Varsity Red suede upper with a black and red midsole and an icy outsole to finish these off. Definitely one of the better Air Jordan 6s to release. Look for these to drop on June 24th in full family sizing. Next up is a familiar colorway on a different model. This is the Air Jordan 7 White Infrared. Basically self-explanatory. They took the Air Jordan 6 colorway, the white infrared, and put it on the Air Jordan 7s. These are coming dressed in a white leather upper with a black sock liner with infrared hits throughout the entire shoe and an icy blue sole to finish these off. The official colorway for these is white, crimson, and black, and you can look for these to drop on June 30th for a retail price of $200. Another shoe for summer 2023, this is the Kids Air Jordan 5 Low Fundamentals. Picture here on the screen is an accurate mock-up thanks to Sneaker Files. The official colorway for these is white, coral chalk, desert berry, and black. These are currently set to drop summer 2023 for a retail price of $125. Moving on to fall 2023 releases, in Jordan Brand's terminology, that is July through September. First up, we have more AJKO1 lows on the way. There's another black and sail colorway along with a white and sail colorway dropping. If you're not too familiar on how the AJKO1 lows look, here's an image on the screen. And again, there's not too much info on them as of right now. You can expect these to drop July 2023 for a retail price of $120. More Jordan Airship PE SPs are on the way. This is the Tech Gray colorway. Another shoe we don't really have much info on at this time. The colorway for these is Summit White, Gunsmoke, and Tech Gray. These will more than likely look like the neutral gray Air Jordan 1s, but as an airship. So you can look for these to drop in July 2023 for a retail price of $140. Another shoe on the way, we have an Air Jordan 13 in white, true red, and wolf gray. These are currently set to drop on July 1st for a retail price of $210. So picture here on the screen is a fairly close mock-up of what we will be getting. I was told that these will basically look just like the UNC Air Jordan 13s we got a few years back, but instead of that blue color, it's red. And here pictured on the screen is the shoe I am referring to. These came out a while ago, and basically they are flipping the colorway this time around. So again, you can expect these to drop on July 1st for a retail price of $210 for men's, and they will also be available in full family sizing. More AJKO1s are on the way. This is the black and field purple colorway. The official colorway is black, field purple, and white. So basically you can expect them to come in that bread color blocking, but instead of red, it'll be that purple color. These are currently set to drop on July 7th for a retail price of $150. And instead of canvas, these are said to be coming in satin. Another highly anticipated Air Jordan 1 colorway is on the way. This is the Air Jordan 1 High OG UNC toe. The official colorway for these is University Blue, Black, and White. These are currently set to drop on July 8th for a retail price of $180 for men's, and they will also be available in full family sizing. So actual photos of these already leaked, so basically what you see here on the screen is an accurate mock-up of what we will be getting. The only difference is the tongue tab. Instead of white, it will be black with the UNC Blue Nike Air branding. These are basically the taxi Air Jordan 1s that released last year, but instead of that taxi color, it is UNC Blue. And these are obviously coming in that shattered backboard color blocking. Let me know in the comment section if you're looking forward to copying these or not. Look out for these to drop on July 8th in full family sizing. Next up, we have the Air Jordan 12 Women's Brilliant Orange, and the orange color is actually inspired by the WNBA logo. The official colorway for these is black, brilliant orange, and white, and these are currently expected to drop on July 13th for a retail price of $200. So basically you can expect these to come in a black upper with a bright brilliant orange accent around the mudguard. And Jordan Brand has definitely been dropping a bunch of Air Jordan 12s in similar color blocking. So yeah, again, you can expect these to drop on July 13th for a retail price of $200 for women's. Next up is a shoe we don't really have much of a description on at this time. This is the white Air Jordan 6 Craft. The colorway for these is white and celestial gold. These are currently expected to drop on July 15th for a retail price of $200. Like I said earlier in the video, Jordan Brand is definitely dropping a bunch of Craft Series Air Jordan Retros this year. So you can expect some sort of crazy materials on the upper with a bunch of different designs. Again, look out for these to drop on July 15th for a retail price of $200 for men's. Next up is definitely an anticipated colorway for the Air Jordan 2 Low. This is the Air Jordan 2 Low UNC. The official colorway for these is white, university blue, cement gray. These are currently expected to drop on July 22nd for a retail price of $150. You can also expect these to drop in grade school sizing. The colorway is based on a PE that MJ himself actually wore during a UNC alumni game played on June 28th, 1987. And finally, Jordan Brand is deciding to release them. So again, you can expect these to drop on July 22nd, 2023 for a retail price of $150 for men's, and they will also drop in grade school sizing. Next up is a kids exclusive Air Jordan 6 Low. This is the kids Air Jordan 6 Low black and fierce pink. The official colorway for these is black, fierce pink, and white. These currently have the set date of July 24th for retail price of $140. Not too much information on these at this time, so there is no mock-up, but stay tuned to my social media for more information on these. Another women's exclusive, we have the Air Jordan 1 Low OG UNC to Chicago. And yes, we definitely had the high OGs drop a few years ago. This time around they are dropping as low tops. The official colorway for these is black, dark powder blue, and gem red. And these currently are expected to drop on July 26th for a retail price of $140. Now I'm not entirely sure if they're going to keep the color blocking the exact same for the low tops, but I do know that the colorway is inspired by UNC to Chicago theme. Yes, we have another Air Jordan 1 Low OG. This is the black toe colorway. The official colorway for these is white, black, and varsity red. These are currently set to drop on July 28th for a retail price of $140, and they will be coming in grade school sizing as well. And of course, these draw inspiration from the original high OG colorway. I'm not too sure if the tongue will be black or white, but yes, you can expect these to drop on July 28th for a retail price of $140 for men's, and they will also be available in grade school sizing. Another Air Jordan 12 colorway is on the way. This is the black, field purple, metallic gold, and taxi colorway. These currently have a set date for July 29th for a retail price of $200. And I was told that this colorway is inspired by an older PE. So pictured here on the screen is possibly what we could get based on that older PE. Let me know in the comment section how you guys feel about this shoe. And again, look out for these to drop on July 29th for a retail price of $200 for men's. Moving right along to August 2023 Air Jordan release dates. First up, we have an Air Jordan 1 High OG SP. The colorway for these is Sail, Wolf Gray, Muslin, Pale Vanilla, Kinetic Green, and University Gold. Now after talking to a couple of my sources, we can say that this is the Union Air Jordan 1s that are supposed to come out this summer. Apparently there will be a woven look throughout the entire middle of the shoe. So when pictures of these come out, they will definitely turn a bunch of people's heads. So not really much information at this time. These are expected to drop August 1st, 2023 for a retail price of $200. Next is another Craft Air Jordan. This is the Air Jordan 2 Low Craft in black and pale vanilla. These are currently set to drop on August 4th for a retail price of $150. Yet another shoe we don't really have much information on at this time, or the color blocking. So pictured here on the screen is just a mock-up. They will be available in men's sizing, so again, look out for these to drop on August 4th for a retail price of $150. Another familiar colorway is set to return this summer. This is the Air Jordan 7 Chambray. The colorway for these is black, chambray, light graphite, and white. These are currently set to drop on August 5th for a retail price of $200. Jordan Brand is definitely taking a bunch of previous releases from 2006 and bringing them back in a true remastered form. This is a shoe that a bunch of people wanted to see return, and now that they're returning, let's see if these sit or not. But yeah, again, look for these to drop on August 5th for a retail price of $200 for men's. Next, yes, we have another Air Jordan 2 Low. This is the white varsity royal black and muslin colorway. This is a women's exclusive. These are currently set to drop on August 10th for a retail price of $150. These are definitely giving me Fragment vibes, but no, this is not an official collab or anything like that. Picture here on the screen is just a mock-up. This is not an accurate visual of what we will be getting, but it's just to give you an idea of how these colors will look on an Air Jordan 2 Low. Again, look out for these to drop around August 10th for a retail price of $150 for women's. Next is another Air Jordan 2 Low. This is a women's exclusive. This is the Sky J Orange colorway. These are currently set to drop on the same exact day for a retail price of $150. Not really much description on these as of right now. Next up, we've got the Air Jordan 4 Red Cement. The colorway for these is white, fire red, black, and neutral gray. These have the release date of August 12th for a retail price of $210 for men's, and they will also be dropping in full family sizing. Picture here on the screen is basically a mock-up based on what I was described. Basically a white cement 4, but instead of that gray cement color, it's red. But Jordan Brand is unpredictable, and these could end up slightly changing. As we get closer to the release date, we will get leaked images of these, so stay tuned for that. Next up is an Air Jordan 3 we really don't have much description on at this time. The colorway for these is light Orwood brown, metallic gold, light British tan, palomino, and hemp. These are currently set to drop on August 19th for a retail price of $200 for men's. And definitely stay tuned for more information or leaked images of these closer to the release date. Another Air Jordan on the way that we don't have much description on at this time. This is the women's Air Jordan 4 Frozen Moments. The colorway for these is light iron ore, sail, neutral gray, black, and metallic silver. These are currently set to drop on August 26th for a retail price of $200 for women's. Yep, we have another Air Jordan 2. This is the women's Air Jordan 2 in Summit White, Gem Red, Medium Soft Pink, Muslin, and Smoke Gray. These currently have a release date for August 31st for a retail price of $175. Picture here on the screen is just a mock-up. This is not an accurate visual of what's releasing, but this is just to show you what the colors would look like on an Air Jordan 2. Moving right along to September 2023 Air Jordan release dates. First up, we have the Air Jordan 8 OG Playoffs. The official colorway for these is black, true red, and white. These are currently set to drop on September 2nd for a retail price of $210 for men's, and they will be available in full family sizing. These are finally returning in true OG form, true OG specs, OG box, etc. A lot of questions have been asked if these will be coming back with the red pull tab, and yes, they will be. A lot of OG heads are excited for these to return, so definitely stay tuned for those first look images. And again, these are set to drop on September 2nd for a retail price of $210. Next up is the Air Jordan 1 Low OG. This is the sail black and atmosphere gray colorway. These are currently set to drop on September 8th for a retail price of $140. Picture here on the screen is just a mock-up. We don't really have much description on these at this time, so yes, you can expect these to drop on September 8th in men's and grade school sizing, and I'm definitely interested to see how this colorway turns out. Another familiar colorway is on the way. This is the Air Jordan 5 SE Burgundy. The official colorway for these is deep burgundy, light graphite, and metallic silver. You can expect these to return with icy outsoles and a rich burgundy suede. This is also another colorway that everybody's been wanting to return. This time around, men's will retail at $225, grade school will retail at $150, preschool will retail at $90, and toddlers will retail at $70. Again, here's an example of Jordan Brand taking a colorway from 2006 and releasing them again. So definitely look out for these to drop on September 9th, 2023 in full family sizing. Next is a kids exclusive Air Jordan 4. This is the Keiko Wow colorway. The official colorway is Keiko Wow, Geo Teal, Ale Brown, Twine, Sail, and Luminous Green. Not much description on these at this time. They are currently set to drop on September 12th for a retail price of $150. Next is the women's exclusive Air Jordan 1 High OG Luxe Handbag. The official colorway for these is Praline, White, and Sail. These currently have the set date of September 13th for a retail price of $180 for women's. Now, I'm not entirely sure of how this colorway will turn out, but I assume it'll look somewhat similar to the women's Birkin shattered backboards that dropped last year, because they're going with that luxurious handbag theme again. So yeah, you can look for these to drop on September 3rd for a retail price of $180 for women's. Next up is the Air Jordan 1 High OG Palomino. Picture here on the screen is an accurate visual of what is releasing. Yes, they will be coming in that bread color blocking, but instead of red, it's Palomino. That Palomino color will be in suede. The official colorway for these is black, metallic gold, Palomino, and sail. And as you can see, that metallic gold will be accented on the tongue. They will have a sail colored midsole with black throughout the upper. Definitely a solid colorway for the Air Jordan 1. A lot of people are already dubbing these as the Mocha 2.0s. Again, look out for these to drop on September 16th for a retail price of $180, and they will be available in grade school sizing as well. Next up is another Air Jordan 2 colorway. This is the Air Jordan 2 Craft Photon Dust. These are currently set to drop on September 20th for a retail price of $175 for men's. Another women's exclusive is on the way. This is the Air Jordan 5 Low in the Chutney colorway. These are currently expected to drop on September 21st for a retail price of $180 for women's. And obviously the colorway is inspired by the Air Jordan 13 Lows, pictured here on the screen. Again, look out for these to drop on September 21st for a retail price of $180. Yes, here is the IE release for the Air Jordan 11 Lows for this year. This is the Air Jordan 11 Low IE in black and white. These are expected to drop on September 22nd for a retail price of $190. The official colorway for these is black, black, and white. Not too much description on them as of right now, but I do know they will be coming in black and white. And usually IEs are men's exclusives. Next up is the Air Jordan 2 in black cement. These are basically drawing inspiration from the Air Jordan 3 and putting it on the Air Jordan 2. The colorway for these is black, cement gray, fire red, and sail. These are dropping in full family sizing. The current release date for these is September 23rd. Men's sizing will retail at $175, grade school will retail at $140, preschool will retail at $85, and toddler will retail at $65. Picture here on the screen is basically what an Air Jordan 2 would look like if it was inspired by the Air Jordan 3 black cement. No, it's not an accurate mock-up, but it could be possibly close. So stay tuned for more information and leaks on these. Next up is another AJKO1. This is the Laney colorway. The colorway for these is True Blue, Topaz Gold, and Sail. These are currently set to drop on September 30th for a retail price of $150. Not much description on these as of right now, but they will be Laney inspired. Definitely a nice look on the AJKO1. That's it for the fall releases. Now we're moving into holiday 2023, which is October through December releases. Now I do have release dates for the holiday collection right now, but I'm deciding to leave them out because I was told every single date is subject to change. So of course I will follow up in a future video with accurate release dates. Yes, so now we have more Jordan Airship PE releases on the way. First is the Alma Mener colorway. The official colorway for those is Summer White and Black. And there is also another Jordan Airship PE colorway coming out that I don't have much description on as of right now. Both of these are set to drop in October for a retail price of $140. Now following up with some of the rumors we may have heard, a new model should be on the way called the Air Jordan 2/3. I was told that they will be coming in a Chicago colorway. There's been rumors floating around that the Chicago 2 Low colorway will be returning as women's exclusives. I haven't heard that personally, but the only thing similar to that I did hear about is this new model. They're basically taking the Air Jordan 2s and putting the Air Jordan 3 sole on them. Not too much information on them at this time, so as always, stay tuned for more updates. According to Sneaker Files, the Air Jordan 1 Low 85 is set to return holiday 2023. The official colorway for these is Summit White, Light Smoke Gray, Neutral Gray, and Sail. These will be retailing at $170 for men's. And I'm not too sure why they're dropping these again already. We literally got the Neutral Gray 1 Low OGs in 2021, and we also got them in 2015. Next up is the Air Jordan 3 Fear. These originally dropped in 2013 and now are set to drop again in 2023. The colorway for these is Night Stadium, Total Orange, Black, Flat Pewter, and Neutral Gray. These are currently set to drop holiday 2023 for a retail price of $210 for men's, and they will also be dropping in full family sizing. And if I would have to guess, these should be dropping around Halloween time, It just kind of ties into the theme. Next up is a shoe they are deciding to drop now. This is the Air Jordan 4 SE Olive Canvas. Yes, they were supposed to drop last year, but then they ended up changing them to the black canvas. The official colorway for these is medium olive, pale vanilla, khaki, black, and sail. These are currently set to drop holiday 2023 for a retail price of $210. Picture here on the screen is just a mock-up, but this is possibly how they could look, but definitely expect them to have olive canvas. Next up is one of my favorites. This is the Air Jordan 5 SE Georgetown. The official colorway for these is midnight navy, black, and football gray. Picture here on the screen is just a mock-up, but this is possibly how they could look. Jordan Brand is taking inspiration from the collegiate PEs again and giving the public their very own version of it. You can expect these to drop holiday 2023 in full family sizing. Next is the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Metallic Red. The colorway for these is white, university red, and white. These are currently expected to drop holiday 2023 for a retail price of $140. And according to Sneaker Files, this will be the metallic red colorway making a return. Definitely interested to know why these are not on the low 85s instead of the regular OG model. That's kind of beyond me. Yes, we've definitely had the metallic reds come out in a few different variations in the past 10 years. So again, you can look out for these to drop holiday 2023 in men's and grade school sizing, with men's retailing at $140. Next up, we have the black and red Air Jordan 14. The official colorway for these is black, black, white, and university red. These are currently set to drop holiday 2023 for a retail price of $200. Pictured here on the screen is not an accurate mock-up, but this is basically how an Air Jordan 14 would look with those colors on them. Next up is the Air Jordan 1 High OG in white, Sky J Mauve, and white. Not too much information on these at this time. These are set to drop holiday 2023 for a retail price of $180 for men's, and they should also drop in full family sizing. Next up is definitely an interesting Air Jordan 6 colorway. This is the women's Air Jordan 6 Gore-Tex in brown kelp. The official colorway for these is brown kelp, team gold, shadow brown, and court purple. These are inspired by the Nike Air Moab ACG, as you can see here pictured on the screen. You can expect these to come with those waterproof materials that Gore-Tex provides, and probably have some Gore-Tex branding on the upper. So look out for these to drop holiday 2023 for a retail price of $250. Up next, according to Sneaker Files, we have the Air Jordan 1 High OG Celadon. The official colorway for these is Celadon, Sky J Light Olive, Bright Mandarin, and Coconut Milk. These are currently set to drop holiday 2023 for a retail price of $180. And yes, these are part of the craft series that Jordan Brand is doing this year. So expect these to have some sort of different mixture of materials throughout the upper, and pictured here on the screen is only a mock-up. Next up is another kids exclusive. This is the Air Jordan 13 in Purple Venom. The colorway for these is Purple Venom, black, and white. Not too much info on these at the time. You can expect these to drop holiday 2023 for a retail price of $150. You can also expect maybe 2 or 3 more kids exclusive Jordans to release holiday 2023. Up next, we have the Air Jordan 6 Low in the PSG colorway. The official colorway for these is light bone, magma orange, iron gray, and white. These are set to drop holiday 2023 for a retail price of $200. Next up, we definitely have a highly anticipated colorway. This is the Air Jordan 1 High OG Royal Reimagined. The colorway for these is black, royal blue, and white. These are currently set to drop holiday 2023 in full family sizing, with men's retailing at $180. Each year you're going to see that Jordan Brand is reimagining an Air Jordan 1 colorway, and this year it's the Royals. These are supposed to be coming in suede on the upper, so I'm definitely interested to see how they turn out. Again, look out for these to drop holiday 2023 in full family sizing. Another women's exclusive is on the way. This is the Air Jordan 3 Oreo colorway. These are currently set to drop holiday 2023, and women's sizing will retail at $200. The official colorway for these is Off Noir, black, coconut milk, and cement gray. By our sources, these are an Oreo colorway. Picture here on the screen is just a mock-up. This would definitely be an interesting colorway to see. Look out for these to drop holiday 2023 for a retail price of $200. Next up is another women's exclusive colorway. This is the Air Jordan 2 Mauve. The colorway for these is Off Noir, Sky J Mauve, Guava Ice, and Cool Gray. These are currently expected to drop holiday 2023 for a retail price of $185 for women's. Pictured on the screen is just a mock-up, so stay tuned for leaked images. Another banger is on the way. This is the Air Jordan 6 in the Aqua colorway. The official colorway for these is Black Bright Concord and Aqua Tone. These are currently set to drop holiday 2023 in full family sizing, with men's retailing at $200. This colorway drives inspiration from the original Air Jordan 8 Aqua. And fun fact, they also had a sample from back in the day that was in that Aqua colorway, pictured here on the screen. So look out for these to drop holiday 2023 in full family sizing. Next up, we have another original colorway returning. This is the Air Jordan 12 Cherry. The official colorway for these is white, black, and varsity red. These are finally returning after so many years. They will be coming in true OG specs, OG box, etc. These are currently set to release in holiday 2023 for a retail price of $210 for men's, and they will also be available in full family sizing. Not really too much to say about these. I'm just going to let the release do the talking. Next is the women's exclusive Air Jordan 11 colorway. This is the Neapolitan. The official colorway for these is Sail, Velvet Brown, and Atmosphere. So we can basically expect these to come in that Sail upper with Velvet Brown around the mudguard and that Atmosphere pink color to accent around the shoe. Obviously, Neapolitan consists of 3 flavors of ice cream, which is vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. So yes, you can expect these to drop holiday 2023 for a retail price of $225 for women's, and they will also be available in preschool and toddler sizing. And usually women's exclusive Air Jordan 11s drop in November, so you can probably expect these to drop in November as well. Next up, we have an Air Jordan 8. This is the Air Jordan 8 Winterize in the Gunsmoke colorway. The official colorway for these is black, gunsmoke, and metallic silver. Not much description on these at this time. They are expected to drop in men's and grade school sizing holiday 2023, with men's retailing at $210 and grade school retailing at $160. And obviously this is a winterized shoe, so Jordan Brand will go ahead and add different specs to make this more of a durable winter shoe. Up next is another highly anticipated shoe. This is the Air Jordan 11 DMP. Now initially when me and Sneaker Files announced these, the whole entire internet went crazy. Nobody really expected this Jordan 11 to come back this year. But as time progressed, we did find out that these are coming in leather instead of mesh. The official colorway for these is white, metallic gold, and black. These are obviously coming in full family sizing, with men's retailing at $225, grade school retailing at $185, preschool retailing at $100, toddlers retailing at $80, and crib sizes retailing at $60. Definitely a shoe I've been waiting to add to my collection personally, so I definitely can't wait for these to drop. I do have the 6s that came out in 2020, so I'm gonna be happy to finish the set. Next up is the Air Jordan 2 in White Fire Red. These are currently set to drop holiday 2023 in full family sizing. Men's will retail at $175. Not really much description on how these will look at this time, so stay tuned for more information on these. Next up, we have the Air Jordan 2 Low in black and red. These are currently set to drop holiday 2023 for a retail price of $150 for men's and $130 for grade school. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, there are a ton of Jordan 2s coming out this year. This is also a shoe we don't really have much description on at this time, so definitely stay tuned for more info. Next up is kind of a letdown for some. This is the women's Air Jordan 1 High OG Satin Bred. Now a lot of collectors out there are kind of salty that these are actually releasing, but this time around they will only be in women's sizing. The colorway for these is black, university red, and white. These are currently expected to drop holiday 2023 in women's, preschool, and toddler sizing, with women's retailing at $180. After talking to my sources, these are pretty much going to look just like the release in 2016, but instead of men's sizing, it'll be women's exclusives. Next up, we have the Air Jordan 1 High 85 Wings collection. There are currently a couple different colorways of the High 85 Wings that are dropping this year, and they will be retailing at that hefty price of $1,500. So apparently Jordan Brand is redesigning the Air Jordan 1s and giving them more of a luxurious feel. In addition to the High 85s, we have the Air Jordan 1 Low 85 Wings. These are also going to be dropping throughout the year, and you can expect retail price to be around $1,300. Now I'm not too sure why the retail price will be this high. Maybe the shoes will include real gold and silver, and probably a luxurious upgrade to the materials. We don't know exactly how they will look as of right now, but you can definitely stay tuned to my social medias for any more updates. And again, expect the highs to retail at $1,500 and the lows to retail at $1,300. Yet another familiar colorway is returning. This is the Air Jordan 13 Wheat. The colorway for these is white and wheat. These are currently set to drop holiday 2023 for a retail price of $200. You can also expect these to drop in full family sizing, with grade school retailing at $150, preschool retailing at $90, and toddler sizing retailing at $75. This colorway originally released in 2004, so you can expect the new release to look exactly like those. A lot of people have been waiting for these to come back. I remember in 2017, everybody thought that wheat colorway was going to be these. They ended up being all wheat. So again, look for these to drop holiday 2023 in full family sizing. Last but not least, we have the Air Jordan 5 SP A Ma Manière in black. So yes, there have been rumors going around that these will be releasing holiday 2023. After confirming with my sources, yes, these are a thing. None of the mock-ups we put out will probably be anything close to the actual shoes, because A Ma Manière is pretty much unpredictable. The colorway for the black is black, burgundy crush, black, and pale ivory. And there also is a light bone colorway. The official colorway is light bone, black, burgundy crush, and pale ivory. As far as materials go, A Ma Manière is known to have different types of premium suede or cracked leather on the upper. So at this time, we are not sure exactly how they're going to look. So again, look out for these to drop holiday 2023 for a retail price of $225. That is all for today. Please let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed today's video. This is definitely one of the more lengthy videos. Just like in every other video, there probably are some more releases that we don't know of at this time of shooting the video. Whether they're collabs or quick strikes, they will likely pop up later this year. Thank you all for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. I was happy to give you guys a complete rundown of the 2023 Air Jordan release dates. Let me know your favorite releases in the comment section below. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Let's definitely try and hit a goal of 5,000 likes. And as I said earlier in the video, for holiday 2023, just because it's so early, I decided not to include any of the release dates in that section, but I will later follow up with another YouTube video. My name is zSneakerHeadz. I'm known for posting first looks and release dates and just being on point with everything. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Hit the little bell next to it to turn post notifications on to all so you never miss an upload. I want to say thanks again for watching through all of today's video. And like I said earlier, my next video will be running down the holiday 2023 exact Air Jordan release dates. So definitely stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys in the next video.